Everybody, welcome back with the Purplatypus is the name. I don't know how I missed it, but they did a sort of Convallaria did a devlog on the 24th. It's the 27th now, and I missed it. So figured we should go over it. I haven't read it yet. I think I've saw a couple bullet points, but I haven't actually gone through it yet. So let's take a look at devlog number 5, see what's coming, and I'll give you my hot takes, hot steamy takes. I'll probably just read like the headlines. We'll figure it out. Hello, travelers. Time flies. It's hard to believe that Sword of Convallaria is nearing its half-year anniversary since launch. First and foremost, we want to express our heartfelt gratitude of each of you, blah, blah, blah. Over the 6 months, we've gathered suggestions, so today we'd like to address some of the common concerns raised by our Voyagers. Are there any new development plans for the game's gameplay? This is very important. The answer should be yes. We are planning to introduce a new module for Spiral of Destinies. I don't care about that literally at all. I think Spirals, I used to love Spiral of Destinies, and then I got through and I got an ending, and then I had to play it a second time. I don't like Spiral of Destinies at all. It's okay in terms of delivering story if you're really into the story. However, the gameplay of it is incredibly boring, in my opinion. It's just not balanced for anything at all. It's just too easy, and you could like purposely challenge yourself, but overall it's just like, I don't find it, I haven't found any Spiral of Destinies even remotely fun. I hated the desert one personally, but if you're really into the story, I bet you can enjoy that. So hopefully there's something else. Additionally, we're preparing new quest systems, okay, and revamped reward distributions. For example, many Voyagers have been curious about whether Shakalulu will be added to the game. We're excited to share that we plan to release Shakalulu, and other legendary characters through a new system that allow Voyagers to obtain them for free. These features are actively in development. So we have there's no details here, but they are saying that Shakalulu and several other characters will be released for free through some sort of system. How do I feel about this? It's objectively good, but it's not objectively all good, if that makes sense. So getting characters for free is really cool. Getting a few extra legends, like you got Mytha and original Rawia and whatever Falco, the Bow Boy, for free was really, really cool. The fact that we're going to be able to get some more free characters to just help round out accounts, it'll help. It's also really good for making guides content, because people can then account that you will have these units. They could use as these free-to-play units. But these were probably units that didn't generate a lot of revenue. So they're probably weaker units. They're not going to put their really strong units here. So these are all going to be the weaker units that didn't generate them a lot of revenue when they originally released. And so basically, the downside is this is going to lead to more money being spent by the player, because you're not going to have time to save gems for as much, because during these lulls where there were dead characters that no one wanted to spend money on, yes, we are going to get those characters for free, but they're still going to be releasing new banners of high profile characters much more frequently. So this will mean that it will be a larger financial drain for people that want to stay meta relevant while being still getting free legendary characters, right? So I mean, it's a bit of good, it's a bit of bad. I do think I would vote for this system, and to have more high volume, a higher volume of meta characters come out, but also getting some free ones on the side. I think in general, that makes the game more fun. All right, what else do they have? We are continuously working on, can I zoom this in? Nah, it's fine like this. Are there any plans for new event types or optimizations to existing events? So one of my least favorite things about gachas, and especially games like this, is the term event is way too broad. And we'll read their response here, but this is one that I've read about. So an event can be like, if you go into the voyage and you go to the crossing worlds and you go to events, right? The wave run tournament, this is an event, all right? This is a lot of fun, and it's like a good time with some fun challenges and stuff like that. But also, then if you come to the event tab, like something that can count as an event is like this shit, like, oh yeah, bind your login. That's the bind your login event. So events go from full on like stages and with a structure and a reward system to just like click on this button once a day and you get 10 gold or, whatever, you get some sort of currency. So I don't like how broad event is. So I don't even like this question really, but We are continuously working on updating and improving our events to enhance the overall experience. For instance, the upcoming Bipolar Justice, announced during the half-assed anniversary special, is set to launch on February 28th, so it's a month from now. It just passed midnight. We'll introduce a brand new voting feature, a fresh attempt at diversifying our event formats. That means they're going to have, that sounds like there's going to have a button here on the left for Rawia and a button here on the right for Sophia, and you're going to click one of them. Whoa, talk about an event. Whoa, holy crap, get everyone involved. That's very boring. I don't care about that at all. The Tower of Adversity. Now, this is a big boy. I don't know that much about the Tower of Adversity, but I know when the game launched, everyone was talking, you got to build your account for Tower of Adversity. Tower of Adversity, it's the end game content. It's the end game content. So many videos talking about Tower of Adversity coming out, what the stages were like, yada, 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 blah, blah. This is a temporary event, but it is a very meaty amount of content with a bunch of really good rewards. It was, I believe, this is how you would get the super weapons for characters. At least one of the ways you could. So this should be a very lot of content, a lot of interesting and fun fights, engaging fights, and just a meaty content in general. So big ups on this. Thumbs up. Additionally, for previously released events like Universal Derivation and Voyage of Discovery, we are committed to ongoing adjustments and iterative improvements. Our goal is to ensure that every time this event returns, they offer richer enjoyment and greater challenge for the Voyagers. Okay, they're just like these dumb, boring events that they're not dumb and boring if you like playing the game a lot. This is currently my side game. It's so they're talking about things like this, right? The Voyage of Discovery. These are actually pretty reasonable and can be pretty fun. As you can see here, I have gotten literally nothing. They should put polls in these every single time. I will probably get a couple of these done before the end. Oh, never mind. They're closed. I can't do it anyway. So I already missed it. But that is a, making those better is fun. That one didn't seem like it was crazy good with the rewards, but maybe there is. All right. So that's all they're doing for events. Really, this is like, I don't care. I don't really care. This is like not that interesting. Tower of Adversity. That's some meaty content. Are there any updates planned for PvP? Regarding PvP content, okay, here's what I want. I want it's not going to happen because it's already not in the game. I want a permanent free to play enter where you could just queue up and have a ladder system where you just get rank points. You go in, you just play PvP for fun. You go into a queue, they queue you with someone as close to your rank as they can, and then it widens the longer you're in there. So eventually you might get someone like way above or way below you based on how many people are doing it right now. And then when you win, there's a elo system, right? Just something that you can actually play PvP. I hate the fucking tickets. I don't want to have like, oh, you got 4 tickets and your tickets refresh every 12 hours. You get another ticket, but it refreshes at midnight to give you all your tickets. And you can also buy 3 tickets a day with premium currency. Just let me play the PvP if that's what I want to do. So that's what I want. I don't think it's going to happen. Regarding PvP content, our focus will be on optimizing and updating mercenary sparring. So I think that's the 1v1 fighting. Unless I'm mistaken. Maybe this is a different event. And events built around it. In the near future, we will introduce 4 new sparring maps. I'm not a big fan of a bunch of maps. I want there to be like 3 to 6 maps where you just kind of go randomized. Keeps it fresh and interesting, but I don't think you need that many maps. I don't think having like 20 maps is a positive. I think that's more just like silly. I don't think it adds to the PvP experience that much. And we'll continue to make further adjustments to mercenary sparring based on feedback to the Voyagers. My feedback is I want it to be open all the time, 24/7, nonstop, no ticket requirement. Just let us play the PvP. I don't care if you give us rewards. You don't need to give us rewards on the PvP at all. You could have a PvP system with rewards, but have a non-reward based PvP system for fun. Fun is a very important aspect of a game. Not having every game mode have a stamina or a paywall system, I think is very nice. Additionally, we plan to update and refine the Elysium Smash event. So there's a mercenary sparring thing, which I think is the 1v1 fights, and then the Elysium Smash events. Point is, they're going to say we're doing exactly what we're doing. We're not changing anything. They're going to add some maps to the 1v1 mode, and then they're going to update and refine, which just vague words. They're going to That might just be as simple as changing the splash art. Might be as simple to it could be extending the hours it's available. It could be a faster timer on the pick and ban system, right? There's just no actual info here. It sounds like they're not going to be doing anything huge though. There are new skins in development. We've got the Hobo Safia coming out, right? The one where she's in the nightgown. But a new skin for Tidon, which has been mentioned in other regions. I am interested in the Tidon skin, honestly. I don't have them in my account, but I have a selector. And if they release a good Tidon skin, then I think I will maybe use my selector to get them and pick that up. I don't care at all about skins in general. If they add no new skins in the game, that will be totally fine with me. However, if they are going to add skins, I would prefer them to be for the cool characters, not just waifu bait. Are there plans to improve some of the less user-friendly system? Singular. There's only one. Some is plural, and then there's a singular system. I'm just messing. They just missed the S there. We are gradually working on. I wonder what the less user-friendly systems are. I don't even know what they're talking about here, but we are gradually working on optimizations and adjustments to improve systems that Voyagers frequently mention as cumbersome and negatively impact. Okay, includes adding a preset feature to enable quick gear switching for deployed characters. I like that. However, I don't know if that's, I guess like that's kind of like a big deal. I'm happy to get it. Supporting a faster weapon upgrade, just upgrade function for the gear is the big one. The taros are already very fast. But the gear, absolutely. It's just so fucking annoying. I don't upgrade gear that much anymore, but every time I do, I'm like, it's like an eye roll. Introducing a combined system for low-level mats and a breakdown feature for talent materials. They said this in a previous one too, and I still haven't seen anything for it. So give us a combined system. We definitely need that. We have 60,000 of the bronze stars, and maybe it's like, oh, it just breaks the balance of the game in terms of how fast you're progressing. That's okay. That's okay. You're already speeding up the clock in terms of taking out a lot of legendary characters that were weaker. So I think we're allowed to progress this. You're developing further enhancements, adding a voice feature to the performance review log to help Voyagers revisit story more comprehensively. I don't care, but it's nice. Thank you. Introducing a character introduction interface in the event storylines. I don't care, but sure, whatever. I don't want I just want them, like, I care mostly personally, and I'm selfish. Maybe they do need to work on presentation and this kind of story stuff and double down on it. However, I think the whatever it's called, the Voyage of Discovery, Spiral of Destinies is just such an inherently unfun mode to play. If they don't completely revamp it from the ground up, I don't think it's ever going to be any good. I don't think it'll draw in new players, really, and I don't think it'll keep them, even if it does get some new players. What I want them to do is just add more content to do. I want it to, and not just like slapdash, like a bunch of levels. Like you could add 20 of these events and give them all a bunch of levels. That's not necessarily fun. I care more about the engaging. Like give me content that I can auto, and then give me a couple more difficult ones, and then give me a couple really difficult ones that I can really try to use my account to see if I could beat. Also, I feel like the debuffs are just like a little silly. They're not having to put this many hamstrings on you to make it difficult is kind of annoying for me. But still, I say work on content, focus less on the quality of life. But maybe I'm alone there. The storyline Night Crimson is great. I agree, kind of. Will there be more updates to the story in the future? And I don't care. If they add never anything to the story ever again, I think I would be totally happy. I do not care. This is not why I play this game. But to be fair, it might be the main reason a lot of people play this game. I play it because it's a tactical RPG in the pixels art style, similar to Final Fantasy Tactics. That's pretty much why I'm still interested in the game at all, is I like tactical RPGs. The story is like, the parts that I've seen have been fine, have been good, but the gameplay surrounding the stories has been so bad that I'm just not interested in doing it anymore. And just the whole point of like tying rewards to completing stories incentivizes you to get through them as fast as you can. Like when I'm playing Final Fantasy, I'm not trying to get through the story as fast as I can, because the story is the game. It's not like once I'm done with the story, then I get 50 gems and I could try to summon a new character. It's like, no, once you're done with the story, the game's over. So you're not like encouraged to rush through the content of the story. Whereas this, it's like the exact opposite. They want you to just like get through it super fast, I feel like, to get all the rewards as soon as you can. But maybe, I don't know. Overall, this is actually like pretty reasonable. The only thing here that's super exciting is the Tower of Adversity and the getting some free characters through some sort of new quest system. I'm very excited for that. But overall, not like it's a little light on the interesting content, but there is still some stuff coming, which is good. But it seems like it's going to be a lot of cookie cutter, copy paste with slight changes. That's why I'm excited for Tower of Adversity. It's something that's very different from what we've done. So hopefully they can keep stuff fresh like that. As far as skins, story, quality of life, and whatever the new Spiral of Destiny's new module for it, I don't really care about that stuff that much. So I kind of hope they focus on what I consider them being good at, or what I think the game needs rather. But overall, this is still pretty good. It's better than getting nothing, and it's better than Devlog number 4, where I feel like there was like nothing that I really was excited about in that one. Plus a T-Dun skin. Come on, that is kind of cool. Anyway, that's all for today, guys. Thank you very much. Purplatypus is Purplatypus. I'll see you on the flip-flops. Bye!